crafty friends, Helen here and welcome. Today I will be creating a fun scene card for you using the stamp of the month and the paper pad club of the month. Here is what the images look like, all stamped. They are fun summer images with clouds, shells, sunshine, and ice cream. I will be using this die by Mama Elephant, and I've gone ahead and die cut that on one of the sandy pattern papers that I chose. And I chose a very subtle background, and here are all my images colored as well as what the sentiments look like when it's die cut. And I used my Crayola colored pencils. They are the twistable ones, and I just wanted to try it out and see how my card would look like if I colored it with the colored pencils. I like coloring the adult coloring book at home, so I was like, I wonder, how it would look if I colored my stamped images. And I like how my coloring pages look with the adult coloring, images. So I thought, why not just try it? And I really had fun coloring it with the Crayola colored pencils. The only thing is, if you want to shade it in like with a darker shade, like kind of like if you're doing a gradient thing with your alcohol markers, it is a little difficult to blend. So I think that's where a more I guess expensive watercolor come into play. I mean, not watercolor, but colored pencils. But for the most part, I did try to shade in, like, for example, the sun, where I picked a darker color to put on the outside. But instead of me going on top of that with a lighter color, I just went beneath it, because it's hard to blend two colors on top of another, I find, with these Crayola colored pencils. I hope that made sense. I'm sorry if I'm confusing you guys, but so I just opted to color it one layer because I was having a difficult time blending two colors. I don't have expensive colored pencils. In the future, I may invest on some, but for now, I'm pretty happy with the result of my coloring using these colored pencils. Now, I didn't show on camera how I came up with my design as far as where the placement goes, because that actually took over 10 minutes. I knew I wanted to make a scene card using this die, and I like to challenge myself to use up all of the images from a stamp set, because it's just a fun challenge for me. And if you've been watching me for a while, you know that I do like to do this. And I'm happy to say that I did end up using it all. So I just tried to, I guess, make it look cohesive. I don't know, like I was gonna put the sun on top where the cloud is, but then the sentiment that I have there in the center had the word sun, so I thought I'm gonna put the sun right there. And there's really no right or wrong way, right, you guys? How we make our cards. So this whole card, like, I just told myself it's okay to put things out of place. Just because the sun is like above us doesn't mean it has to be there, because we're making a scene card. Each little rectangle, like, I just pretended each little rectangle is a scene. So separate from the top and bottom, if that makes any sense. But anyway, I just went along with it, and I was really happy with how it turned out. I tried to pick out colors similar to the pattern paper colors. And so there's a lot of blues, of course, as well as pinks. The only thing that really stands out is the green, which is from the ice cream cone and the popsicle stick. And in my mind, I was like, I want some pistachio ice cream. So that's how I colored it, because I was actually thinking about a pistachio ice cream, probably because I had like a pistachio macaron last week with my daughters. So yeah, pistachio has been in my mind. But yeah, so I took like the biggest sentiment, which is sunshine and happiness are headed your way, and I took that and put it in the inside of my card, so that way it won't go to waste. And then for the final touch, I am using some of Jamie's sparkly enamel dots, and I'll be adding enamel dots on each rectangle areas, just so you know the eye would go to where I want it to go, if that makes any sense. And that will complete my card. So I hope you enjoyed this process. I know I don't make enough videos just using stamps. This is kind of like out of my comfort zone, but for the most part, I was really happy with it, and I hope you like it. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of your time with me today, and I will see you on my next video. Have a wonderful day. Bye.